Broadcasting from the Vancouver Convention Center in British Columbia, Solutions Review is on location at the FME User Conference 2022, the peak of data integration. Brought to you by Safe Software.
Doug Atkinson, and we are here in Vancouver, British Columbia at the FME User Conference 2022 with a FME partner from Belgium, Jelle Zwaef, and you started Nordend. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, I started it a little bit more than 3 years ago.
Yeah, you're one of the new kids.
Yeah. I think so.
In the partner game.
Yeah, and it was less than 1 year before the pandemic started.
Yeah, and yet you've powered right through it, as I understand. You're growing, no problem.
Yes, after 3 years, we are already 6 people providing services to our customers.
It's great.
Yeah.
Another success story for the partner program.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But let me go back in history a little bit with you, because it's my understanding that you were working with FME 15 years ago?
Yeah, even more. In 2006, I first saw how it worked. I was working for a company making cartographic software to prepare data to be printed on a map and symbolized. With the right colors and the right layers and the right symbology for mainly topographical maps. And that's how I got to know it. And afterwards I worked in public safety, where we also needed to prepare data. So the event for the police or the firemen can be located and the right team and the right gear can be sent to the location, right equipment. And afterwards, I mainly worked for utilities in gas and electricity. And I had been talking for more than 15 years to start my own business. And at some point, I just resigned. And I tried to offer consultancy services on FME, and I immediately contacted Safe because we had been in contact quite a lot before on the community, and we could become a associate partner, it was called at the time, and less than 3 years later we were able to become a bronze partner and become a reseller.
You're right on the right track.
Yeah.
Well, and more to the point, you didn't come to Vancouver just to talk to me. You're here presenting a success story, right?
Yeah. We noticed that a lot of our customers were struggling with how to deploy processes on FME server. Because there was no governance and everybody in the organization could just put a process into production, and then it was used for the citizens, for example, of a municipality, and then suddenly things change on the network and these processes don't work anymore. So we made it possible that they could deploy their processes in a development or a test environment and then pick it up and put it into production without changing anything. And there were a lot of tweaks now. Before there were a lot of tweaks just to get the process running on the different environments, but it wasn't stable enough. And I thought that would be an interesting topic to talk about, because if in Belgium a lot of organizations are struggling with it, it's the same in other countries.
And so, where are you finding opportunities for your business as you start to grow it out? I mean, what are you seeing that is resonating in your story, and where do you kind of see the next couple of years?
We mainly answer on public tenders, and there are different platforms where we get them. The last 2 years it was difficult to go to fairs and have a booth and get in contact.
It was impossible.
It was impossible. I remember I once called with a potential customer just on the phone, not even a video call, and I explained her how we work and that we start from the problem analysis and that we want to solve a problem, and that we use technology to solve the problem, and it's not the technology on its own that is important. It's about adding the value of the solution. And I had only talked on the phone with her, and a day later, we got an order. So sometimes it works, and we had never seen each other.
Yeah.
Still, until today, we haven't met, and we did 2 successful projects for them. So
it's incredible how the world has changed.
Yeah,
that you don't actually have to meet face to face.
Yeah, of the 5 people I hired in the last 2 years, I had met 2 live before they started working for Nordend. So the 3 of them I had never seen besides on the screen.
That's great. What are you bringing to the table that your clients are asking for? Is it the service layer primarily that you think is most needed as a partner?
Yeah, for us it's a service layer because we are a small and a young company. So we do not try to build generic workflows that we can apply at different customers. We mainly it's customers are telling us, we would like to do this and this and this, but we don't have time ourselves.
And is that it? They're limited in their capacity.
Yeah, and then they kind of outsource it to other companies. That's really
the opportunity.
What we hear, not only from authorities or public services, but also from private companies.
Interesting.
Because it's difficult for everybody to find.
Particularly
people.
now.
Yeah, it's insane. Today in
well, and with the change to virtual work, they don't need you or their employees right in the office, so they can leverage you virtually.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and previously most customers wanted consultants to be on site, on premise, and now it's like no, you can work from home. And we from the beginning, in fact, we were an international company. The first invoice I ever sent was to the Netherlands. It was not in Belgium. So we are not limited to any boundaries. In fact, we work in the Benelux, so Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, but also in Germany, Switzerland.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Where do you see it going? You know, you thought about starting your business for 15 years, and then you did. Yeah. But you clearly were watching things for those 15 years and saying, I need to do this, I need to do this, because you could see where it was going. And you clearly had a vision.
Yeah, apparently.
So what do you see for the future few years?
For the organic growth, I do not want to explode too quickly, because also for me, my job is changing. Of course, I used to be a consultant, and I'm still a consultant. I still have to be billable and execute work for customers. But my role is growing more towards general management of the company and motivating people, hiring people, also do the marketing. Until January of this year, I did all the invoicing myself.
Right.
But I was lucky to find someone that can help me 2 days a month with it. It are again 2 days that I can do something else.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm also part of a group of entrepreneurs in Belgium, and we meet every month for 3 hours, and we discuss what is important at that moment. It can be hiring people, it can be a problematic customer. So we tell, but we mainly listen to other people.
You probably hear the same things over and over.
It's the same, and you just have to be confident that in the end everything will be okay, and we support each other just by listening and not really giving advice, but support everybody in his own business, and it are completely different businesses, of course.
Right.
Makes it interesting because everybody has the same problem.
Right, the problems are the same regardless of the business. It's management issues and hiring issues.
And also sometimes things don't go like you wanted at customers, and then you also need to reflect on it.
Right. So if you were to offer advice to a prospect who was thinking about going to the next level with data integration, maybe even FME, what would you suggest they think about prior to contacting you?
Prior to contacting me, I think the main requirement is knowing which problem you want to solve, because there are a lot of companies that making solutions and then afterwards the solution is looking for a problem.
Right.
I would like to start, I like this to start the other way around.
Is that how you engage, by the way? Do you try to pull out what problem it is?
Yes, yes. That's really the starting point. And because you have to use the right technology to solve a problem. And it's not because we are FME experts that we will only use FME.
Sure, right.
You need to find the best tool for solving this kind of problem. And every technology has its limits, and we are aware of that. But the thing is, we love working with FME so much. Like it's real fun to work with it. You see what is happening to your data, and we often, of course, end up with FME also as partners of Zwaef. But there are technologies around it that we also use, of course.
Well, outstanding. Well, thank you very much for spending some time with us today.
Very welcome.
Coming by, and certainly best of luck with the rest of the show, but also best of luck with the business. I'm happy to hear you're experiencing success straight away.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks.